I heard this crazy joke yesterday. Someone was saying that cocaine is as bad as sugar, and I wanted to stop them immediately because I'm like, shouldn't it be that sugar is as bad as cocaine? But this is the point that we're at in nutrition right now, where we use sugar as this terrible, terrible thing, and like somehow cocaine isn't as bad, where obviously that's not the case. But the comparisons between sugar and cocaine leave a lot of people confused, as in, should I completely avoid sugar? And the reason that comparison is made is because of behavioral changes. We all know that cocaine is addictive, and a lot of people like to say that sugar is also addictive. But if you were to make that comparison, you could say it about pretty much anything that creates pleasure. If cocaine is addictive and sugar is addictive, then sex can be addictive, meat can be addictive, because it's anything that triggers the pleasure center. There was a study that was done probably about 4 or 5 years ago that said eating a cheeseburger ignites the same things in your brain, lights up the same areas of your brain as having an orgasm. So you could say that eating a cheeseburger is like having an orgasm. I'm just gonna let that one go. But the point is, if you start comparing everything by what creates pleasure in your brain, it's going to leave you with a lot of things that you're going to avoid and be fearful of. So what do you really know, or need to know really, when it comes to sugar? It's that sugar is not inherently bad. It's not inherently more fattening than any other carbohydrate. 1 gram of sugar is just equal to 4 calories. That's nothing. So what happens is when you start eating lots of sugar in greater quantities, you find yourself desiring more sugar and eating more of it. A better approach is to limit the amount of added sugar. Added sugars are things that you find in cookies, in cakes, and cheesecake's so good. That's why we want more of it, because it just creates this feedback loop, but it's not bad. A slice of cheesecake, a cookie here and there is not a problem. You just don't want to overeat. And the reason you know that all sugar is not bad is that some of the healthiest foods in the world are actually loaded with sugar. An apple, which we know is extremely healthy, and research even shows eating an apple before a meal can help you reduce the amount of calories you eat by almost 200. So a food that helps actually restrict how much you eat has nearly 30 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than you'll find in most candy bars. So if sugar was just all inherently bad, then we would say that apples are unhealthy, but we know that's not the case. So really, what you need to know when it comes to sugar is limit the amount of added sugars that you take in, so you don't find yourself desiring more and more of that food, which forces you then overeating and putting on more weight. That's the real danger of sugar, not that it's like cocaine.